program. We're up to race number 9 as well. This is a Class 2 contest over the 1200 metres, the only Class 2 of the night, and a super lineup as well, with 12 horses heading to post, headed by Keep You Warm, who made a mess of a really good field last time out. Lucky with you finishing second, beating 2 lengths. Zach Purton from barrier 9. Voyage Warrior possibly roll forward from 5. Handsome Bobo, 2-time course and distance winner, but he's 0 from 5 starts so far this campaign. Unlike Lucky Swayness, who's won 4 of his 5 starts, was winner at Shartin over the 14 last amount, drops back in trip. Warning Together's had a good season as well, winning 3 times, but Lucky not so much. Won twice last season, but he's been last twice in 2 of his 3 starts this campaign. Sunny Boy coming off the all-weather in the last start when Easton's won 2 of his last 3. Season of Moments had a good campaign as well, with 3 wins under his belt. Family Folks up in class. He is a 3-time course and distance winner himself. So back to the speed map here first up, and a really good lineup, Mark. Who does well out of the gates?
We've got Easton Andrew. He did some early work last time. We'll see that soon. He's got a better draw this week, and Rewarding Together, he'll come over outside of him. You'd imagine, Paul, being stablemates, they're hardly going to cut at each other right through. Lucky Swayness, a big winner. Handsome Bobo is a horse with early speed too, but maybe not quite enough to cross the other 2, and he can be hit and miss out of the barriers, Handsome Bobo. Poor old Master Montaro, wide draw again, it's going to have to do it tough again.
Yeah, this is the thing. He could probably slot back in, Master Montaro, but he's such a big horse. I think they'd rather just let him have clear air out there. Season the Moment gets back, Explosive Witness. That's one thing we know for sure. Those 2 will go back. Sunny Boy was forward last time, but I don't think he'll be forward this time. That was on the all-weather.
Okay, all right. So a bit to get through as far as the replays are concerned here. Let's head back to track work though first, and Nick now catching up with Frankie Law.
Frankie, the final race on Wednesday night looks a pretty hot contest. You've got a couple of runners. If we can start with Rewarding Together, he's just been in super form, this fellow.
Yes, he's this season he really good form. He draws 7, and yeah, he more easier. If you get the cover, I think he's good. Yeah.
What about the return to Happy Valley? I mean, last time he ran such a big race at Shartin, but you've come back to the city circuit this time.
Yeah, I think Happy Valley Shartin doesn't matter for him. He's a very honest horse, easy to ride.
And just on the run last time, he was beaten by Winning Dreamer, who we know is a pretty handy horse. So I guess coming into the race, he's got some of the strongest form.
Yeah, I think Winning Dreamer, everyone knows before he's a really good horses, except he got some problem. And then, but last time he's won a really good race. So I think he also got a really good chance.
You've also got Easton in the race as well. Just from your point of view as his trainer, were you a bit disappointed with his run last time?
Last time, I think you can see Vincent ride him at the turn 6-7 deep, I think too wide. And because last time his first time go up to Class 2, and this time he got a draw 1, should be much better, and then also draw on.
And how have both of them worked, Frankie, leading up to this race? Have you been pleased with their track work?
Yeah, both really good in the form, yes.
We've just seen Master 8 trial here this morning, Frankie. He looked to trial really well?
Yes. We're ready for 1st of July, yes.
Okay, and obviously just on the stable form, of course, there was a double on the weekend just gone, so you're keeping up the momentum nicely?
Yes, I hope I can keep win a race. Every meeting should be better for me.
That's what he needs to do, keep chipping away, keep 1 or 2 in front of John Size, but it's still a bit to go yet. We can have a look at that race that Easton was in that he referenced here, guys, as well. Keep You Warm's the winner. We'll take it from the gates. So Keep You Warm's coming out of barrier number 4 here. The other ones to look out for, Mark, we've got Explosive Witness. He jumped from barrier 10, but we know he goes back. Voyage Warrior, he jumps out of barrier 9. He's covering ground. McLucky's down on the inside, and the other one is Easton here from barrier 7. We just saw sort of what a wide run they get, but same thing possibly happen again this time around, does it?
Quite possibly. Easton's got a better draw. He's down in barrier number 1 this week. We've got Keep You Warm going from that lower draw out to 9, and Voyage Warrior, Paul, he jumps from barrier number 5. He has had a run since at Shartin, so this is from barrier 9. You can see the work they've done around that first turn, and Voyage Warrior gets left hung out there wide. Easton nearly has the opportunity to get in. Looking, just can't quite get there and has to be ridden forward again. So the early work telling him that he was forced, as Frankie said, very wide around the last turn.
Yeah, so both of them had clear excuses in this race. Voyage Warrior was a little bit disappointing when there was a lot of money on him last time. Now, Keep You Warm got perfect ride. Everything went well for him. He's the one that's drawn out in barrier number 9, so he's the one that's going to need luck this time. Eason's drawn barrier 1. It's going to take luck out of the equation, I thought.
You saw Explosive Witness rattling home as well. So we switched from Happy to Valley to Sha Tin, Paul, but he does have good Happy Valley form as well. This is Lucky Sweynesse.
Yeah, look, he came here to Sha Tin for the first time, in fact, and I must admit, I wasn't too sure how he was going to go at Sha Tin, but he obviously went pretty well and did win really nicely. Look, he'd won really well in his 3 runs leading up. Then he ran that third behind Astrologer. It was just slightly below par, but winning this shows he's right back to it. This was a good field, and look, there's no reason why he can't win this again.
And that's Navas too, who just misses him on the outside. Lucky with you further back in the field there as well. And you can see his stats at Happy Valley, 4 starts for 3 wins and a placing. And that win was over 1,400, where he was getting a little tired. He's going to love coming back to the 6 furlongs on Wednesday night.
And the defeat came on a yielding surface. You couldn't completely blame that, I don't think, because he'd won on a yielding track as well. But, I mean, it's outstanding, isn't it? 4 from 5 first up for the season. What about Mark Master Montaro, the drawer, a possible sticking point for him?
Absolutely. He's a funny old horse's Master Montaro. He's actually won 3 in Hong Kong, and he's had some bad luck and some bad draws and things go against him. Barrier 11, Paul, is going to make it very tricky. He actually has trialled at Happy Valley. His first trial in Hong Kong was around the valley, and he looked to handle the track okay, despite the size of him. So he doesn't make the top 4 because you just don't know what you're going to get from him.
Yeah, exactly. And look, he is a big horse. We know that. And Happy Valley can trip some of these big horses up at some stages. As you say, the trial was okay, but first time under lights, I'm happy just to watch.
Seizing the moment, 3 wins this campaign, 12 starts. Paul only out of the top 4 twice.
Yeah, look, he's coming back to Happy Valley, which I think he's a lot more suited. He went to Sha Tin last time, down the straight 1,000. Back to 1,200 at Happy Valley is more his go. So, look, he's definitely another one of the chances.
Yeah, I don't mind him at all. And as Paul said, the 1,200 metres suits. I think we just overlooked that 1,000 metre performance at Sha Tin last time. And he was very good beating Be Ready. He's had a good season, having won 3 races.
Up at Chung Far Mark at the trials, Handsome Bobo. Did you like what you saw here?
I did like the trial. I just don't know where he's going to end up in this race. He's a horse that's been good enough to win twice over the 1,200 metres at Happy Valley. Harry Bentley rides for Danny Shum. That's Mr. Ascendancy. He gets past. They've streeted the rest here, Paul. He is capable on his night, Handsome Bobo, to upset a field like this, but you have to take him very much on trust.
And he does miss the start as well. Look, I couldn't have him. I think this is a very strong field. If he does everything right, then he could be in the finish, but there's a big if there.
Yeah, Mr. Ascendancy ran 3rd in a really good race on the weekend at Sha Tin. Lucky Sweynesse favourite, Paul? Yeah,
I'm with Lucky Sweynesse as well. Coming back to Happy Valley, he's proved he could. He's bounced back to form with that really good win at Sha Tin. Eason from an inside draw. Rewarding Together has been consistent, and Keep You Warm was such a dominant winner last time. 5-10-7-1.
Pretty similar to Paul. 5 goes on top, and that is Lucky Sweynesse. More than proven course and distance. Rewarding Together, same boat as Lucky Sweynesse. Eason a better draw, and seizing the moment if the pace is on. 5, 7, 10 and 11.
I can't believe the price of Keep You Warm at the moment. 15 and 5 a place. So take him against the favourite Lucky Sweynesse. It is a very good race though.